Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Shifts and Pucks News Pack, our debut news pack under our new name. Of course, here for Tuesday, January the 18th. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at Shifts and Puck, Facebook.com, the Shifts and Puck podcast, YouTube.com, Shifts and Pucks. And you also can follow us on Twitch as well and subscribe wherever you get your audio. As, of course, we unveiled our new name last night. The Shifts and Pucks podcast was our live show. We do a live show Mondays now and Wednesdays. For those who miss it, Mondays we'll spend our time on the Canucks. It will be Sean, Tyler, Chris, and I. On Wednesdays, it's Sean, Kevin, and myself and Devin that will be spending time talking about the Calgary Flames. And then whenever there is other news, we will just add the news of the day there, and then we continue with our news packs as well. Those daily news packs. We won't do one on Wednesday because Wednesday we will be doing an afternoon podcast, 1:30 Pacific, 2:30 Mountain. So the news packs will be Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and we'll touch on the news on Wednesday as well. So here we are, and of course we also have our contest for the scheduled game between the Vancouver Canucks and Calgary Flames, and with that going on, scheduled in April at the Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary. Tickets of the game, an opportunity to hang out with Devin, Sean, and Chris. We assured you that Chris will be on time for this game. We'll set the alarm for him, and of course, so you get an opportunity to hang out at the Pig and Duke downtown. Tickets to the game, and you get that by retweeting, and then our word of the week, which is on yesterday's podcast, as well as retweeting our stuff, messaging us, and all of that sort of stuff. So that is it. Welcome to the first Shifts and Pucks news pack, and we'll get into the news of the day here. Of course, everyone is talking a little bit. The big story of the day is Leon Draisaitl's interview press conference with Edmonton Oilers reporter Jim Matheson, where Matheson asked Leon Draisaitl a couple of questions about what's wrong with the team. Draisaitl did not want to elaborate. Matheson asked if he wanted why he was being so pissy, and there's arguments on that on both sides. So we'll discuss that more tomorrow on the podcast as well, but we'll be kind of curious where you're at with that as well. But the COVID protocols updates have been updated for the NHL and the NHLPA. That's one news we do need to get into, and this was effective after the All-Star game. The plan is to continue the testing protocol through February 3rd, provided positive test results continue to decline, and pending review agreement on January 31st. This is some of the news protocol updates. No testing of fully vaccinated players and staff during the All-Star break, including for participating players and staff, unless needed for travel. There will be a single test upon re-entry for club facilities post-All-Star, after which there will be no longer asymptomatic testing. The post-COVID testing holiday will remain at 90 days, but symptom-based testing can still be done at the team's physician's discretion. In terms of enhanced measures, the current enhanced preventative measures will remain in place in the short term. The NHLPA and NHL will meet on January 31st to make recommendations for the relaxation of the enhanced measures, providing rates to continue within the NHL. In terms of home games, the Vancouver Canucks will be at 50% capacity for their next 3 home games in January. But they will have some scheduled games, which, by the way, we are expecting to have the schedule out tomorrow, according to all reports. Looks like that will happen tomorrow. We'll be seeing some of the updated schedules. According to a number of reports, it looks like there's going to be a number of back-to-back games, and so that will be there. In terms of what's happening, the next three scheduled home games in Vancouver will be at 50%, which is currently what's going on in Calgary and Edmonton right now. and they will have rescheduled home games beginning February 8th. So January 21st, 23rd, and 25th games in Vancouver will be at 50% capacity, and there'll be due to the previous Olympic break, there will be no other games scheduled until February 24th. In terms of the COVID restrictions here in BC, they are gyms will be gradually reopening, but indoor organizations are still banned. But so yeah, so we'll be again the fluid situation that is this pandemic, and restrictions continue to happen, but some loosening of what's going on right now for that. The Montreal Canadiens hired a new general manager today. We talked a little bit about this here, but it is the 18th person that has been general manager of the Montreal Canadiens is 51-year-old Kent Hughes. He was a player agent for Cortex Management based out of Montreal. Client list included Patrice Bergeron, Sammy Blaze, Chris Letang, Darnell Nurse, and Anthony Beauvillier. And so Kent Hughes will be taking over. He has a 5-year contract. He's represented a number of different players over the years, including Vincent Lecavalier. He will be introduced during a press conference tomorrow, and he is bilingual. So that is something that we talked about as well, and that is something that is a requirement in Montreal. So that is what's going on there. Also, Kevin Hayes is out 3 to 4 weeks for the Philadelphia Flyers after hip surgery. He is he had surgery today to drain fluid from the abductor region of his hip. It's the third time this season that Hayes has had third time since the 2020-2021 season had surgery to his midsection. He had core surgery back in May and an abdominal surgery in September 21st. He re-aggravated that injury against the Calgary Flames on November 16th and missed 6 games. So more issues for Kevin Hayes. The Vancouver Canucks will be out without Bo Horvat tonight. He is in COVID protocol. So that is unfortunate, which means Elias Pettersson will be moving to center when the Canucks play the Nashville Predators tonight. Podkolzin will jump on to the second line, and Justin Dowling is expected to jump into the lineup there as well. And as well, Carey Price is to restart his knee rehab for the Canadiens. Other Montreal Canadiens news, he remains out indefinitely. He had surgery back on the 23rd of July. He hasn't, there's no timetable for his return. Head coach Dominic Ducharme says it's not a setback, but he was not able to use the weeks during the break to take a step forward. So he skated for the first time with the Canadiens on November the 17th as well. And in terms of course, just another thing to plug here, Jonathan Hodgson and I did a recap of the WHL trade deadline yesterday on the WHL and Area 51 podcast. You can check that out, discussing all the deals. The big one, of course, yesterday was Justin Sortive traded from the Vancouver Giants to the Edmonton Oil Kings, as the Oil Kings are going all in this year, it appears, to try to get not only the WHL championship, but the Memorial Cup as well. So interesting what's going on there. You can check that out. And tonight is a special night as we're on the ice here for Willie O Ree. Of course, he is number 22, is being retired tonight. He is the first black player to play in the National Hockey League, and unfortunately, he will not be able to be there personally. It is something that he is there virtually for. And then so it's been postponed. The Bruins are playing the Carolina Hurricanes. Very much deserved. If you can, Serene, you're watching of hockey, take a couple of moments, just being in between an intermission and commercial, just to honor that. So we congratulate Willie O Ree. So that is the news pack for today, Tuesday, July 18th. And follow us again, Shifts and Pucks. And follow us individually. Sean Beardy, Canuck 03, Devin Gord, Howe 09, Tyler TNOB Ali, Chris Schneids, SCHNEIDZ, KEVOLE, Shifts and Pucks on Twitter, Shifts and Pucks Podcast, Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch as well, and wherever you get your audio. We thank everyone for listening, and we'll talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.